Oh boy, oh boy. So what are we looking at? It's been a hot minute since I've jumped into Satisfactory, man. So we got some materials to drop. And let's go ahead and refresh over here. Hey, there we go. Oh man. Let's go ahead and everything's looking good over here. Make sure we got our lighting here taken care of. Oh man, it has been far too long since I've been going, man. There we go, bring that lighting down just a little bit. I need to get some dedicated studio lights in the future, man. All right, let's get going. It's been a hot minute. So, yeah, been a hot minute. It's good news though. Started a new job finally after 8 months on the job hunt, which that was insane. Uh, but yeah, good stuff. Working as a maintenance engineer and getting to start helping out with some factories again, IRL, which is all the fun. All right, so we've got processing set up over here. We need to move over to turbo fuel here shortly. Just because sticking with regular fuel isn't going to get us what we need. And we've got some cleanup we can do here to make the system a little cleaner. Oh, that seems loud AF. Let me make sure that's not getting stupid crazy. I need to get voice meter potato running. I think we can go a little bit lower on game audio there. Yeah, that's more manageable. All right, so yeah, we had this all set up. We're getting fuel distributed. All right, so that's where we're at here. I know that I've been running on a real slow production to the dimensional storage, and I need to move away from that. Let's go ahead. Put some other stuff running in the side here. Oh, this takes forever, I forgot. Well, it's going. All right. Let's keep rolling, man. Oh, let's run that ad break quickly just to get it over with. Oh, I'll get a few other things running. Okay, so this was the primary factory. We had the event space set up. Oh man, I thought I got my flow bounced. Well, downstream flow. Yeah, everything down here should be running fairly smoothly now. So that should be running. Why are my rotors not running? What are you waiting for? Iron rods. Oh, don't tell me I changed stuff up down here and now it's mad. Rods. Let's see where rods are coming from. Because I should have this all labeled. Ooh. Let's see. What's mad? My GPU is a little mad. Let's see what I can do about that. I think I'm an ad break. Jeez. I thought it just ran one. Alright, let's let that run and get taken care of. Okay, we're back down to 87. That's good. My hard drive is yelling at me though, because Ark Survival is apparently beefy as all get out. Alright, where's those iron rods coming from? Should be right here. Hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. That should get things working again. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So that fixes that mess. Hey, Nada! It's good to see you. How you doing? Yeah. Okay, you're back. No ads. You came in right when they were running. How you doing, Nada? Alright, so we're getting everything back up and running. It's been like stupid long since I've been able to be in here. Encased beams, why aren't you running? Steel beams. Thought I just fixed that. Let's see, where are my beams coming from? Beams coming from over here. Feeding across. There you go. Hey Nada, how you doing? Right before I got on stream, I was over dropping. I had to drop off my baby hippo to be watched before I went on stream, so you know, we were very pleased. But all in good fun. All right, so I am starved on beams. Let's see what we got. All right, so I'm running these. Okay, I see what's going on. We are distributing at a rate. We need to be running fast. Thank you, Nada. So, fun fact, you are the first person to drop a sticker on my stream. So, thank you for that. No, I am waiting for like Hessian or Kylo. Right, saved him. Thank you. I am waiting for the day that Hessian or Kylo or even Conrad comes in and just slams me. I'm kind of owed it at this point, so I don't have much room to complain. Alright, so I got beams. Why am I running slow on beams? Ah, okay, I know what's wrong. I got a little bit of a delay in steel getting in, so I gotta fix that. Which I know where that. Okay, I know what's going on upstream here because we're running a little bit slow. Oh my gosh. I need to set that up so it's on top of me. I don't know why that's. There we go. Let's fix that. Boop. Okay. OBS is good. God. Dramatic chipmunk. It was so funny. So we went to Crater Lake a few months back, and we found out that the Pikas, the little things that look like those guys, uh, that do the yelling, like the what was it? Oh my gosh, I forget the name, the meme. Uh, but yeah, so we got to see some of those guys finally. Which, if you haven't made it down to Crater Lake, you need to get down to Crater Lake sometime. It is just gorgeous. All right, so we need to fix steel on this one here. No, Crater is just so gorgeous. It's one heck of a drive through a lot of like backcountry USA, but it is beautiful. It's a lot of driving over long cliffs, so I hope you're comfortable with heights. If not, I mean, we always want to get back there too. So you know, we can just get a whole bunch of the streamers together and do a, I don't know, streamer camping trip or something. It has been far too long since I've been camping. All right, so we are looking. We are sending because it's steel. Okay, so this is steel. I mean, they also have the hotel there too. There's the Crater Lake Lodge, so you know, we can break it up as necessary. I don't blame you on the not camping side of things, though. Like, as I've gotten older, I now require much more of a glamping setup. Ah, there we go. There's a bottleneck. Okay, let's see what we can do to fix that. Because you're sending steel out, so let's fix that. There's a very easy fix that goes into this. So I'll need to do a merge and a split. So let's do a splitter up high and then a merger. This will get weird. I mean, I don't blame people. Camping is one of those things that if you didn't grow up doing it, you don't have the love for it, and even then, you might not have stuck. Like I am in a gap. Okay. Uh, no. And so we actually went when there were the fires down in Central Oregon there. Uh, so it was. I kind of knew whereabouts Kylo was because I was talking about going there, and I knew that he was in that region. And so I was like, oh, okay. Help me kind of triangulate that so he didn't have to dox himself. But no, the fires were going, so we got this like gorgeous like red sunset over the crater and the water, and so the entire crater there was just lit up with the red hue. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely beautiful. But no, it's probably one of my favorite places that we've visited in a while. Let's see. So I need to get some load. I gotta do the fun of the Japanese term of hijunka or load leveling to kind of balance these two out. What is my best way to make that magic happen? Let's see. So we're running here. I know what I can do. The magic. Oh my gosh, it's been far too long since I've played this. Logistics. I won a smart splitter. Can I get that on top there? No, I cannot. So we'll put that here. Oh man, we'll do something weird. A merger. We'll drop Mark IV. We'll throw the overflow to the side. I don't even remember which side this is, so we'll do that. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then we'll reconfigure over here. But no, oh man, we did a lot of running around because we went up to Forks and hit the Tree of Life. We hit Crater Lake. We went out to Hood River, which Hood River is another fun one. We got married out in that area, and we just absolutely love it out there. We'll just have to get people down here and run people around. It'll be a trip. Right, now we get this. No, I love having an excuse getting people out here because this is just one of my favorite parts of the country. I can't make magic happen there, so let's see if we can do something weird. But no, oh man, the Pacific Northwest is great. I mean, you're from Arizona, so you kind of get that vibe as well of getting to just get out into the wilderness. All right, now that should be working more in our favor. Uh, Penny overflow, and you're still running overflow over, right? Yes, you are. I know. See, I'm serious though. We just need to go hit Forks right before TwyCon. I know my missus wouldn't mind us overlapping that one year. Although tickets sell out fast. Like, holy shit. Like, as soon as they open up tickets, Twilight Con is just gone. It's insane how quick it goes. Yeah, you have to buy tickets for like the event is in like the entire city, but there's tickets for Twilight Con that uh go on sale for like the events to be able to go to the events. But yeah, we were overlapping and it is just filled. It is insane how many people there are there. All right, so overflow is working. That should get our steel leveled off somewhat. I need to go figure out what my downstream demand rate is, though. Or I can just cheat. Like I was saying, I wouldn't mind going and getting beers with Daddy Swan. All right. Oh, now it's keeping up. Okay, cool. I can live with that. Are you a Twilight fan? Are you do you like Twilight or are you a Twihard? Because like my missus, she was not ready for the fact that when we were together, like especially early on in dating, she was like mentioning something about Twilight, and I was like, actually no, that was the movie. In the books, it was actually like this, and she just looked at me like stunned. It's like yes, I am the youngest brother, and I had an older sister who I was very much in the shadow of. So yes, I read the books. So that's running. It should level off. Yeah, no, that's fair. The movies were solid though. Although like the casting was so split. Like again, I'll always say it. Like Edward is there for the teenagers, but like Charlie Swan and Carlisle, which I think we're at. I think I'm actually older than the actor was who played Carlisle now. Hold on, you got me having to double check this now. Because the original Twilight movie, first one came out, that was 2008. So the actor who played Carlisle, that is Peter Fasinelli. So Peter Fasinelli, he was 1973 was his birthday. It came out in 2008. So 2008 minus 1973. Okay, 35. So I haven't passed his age yet. Okay, I'm not that old. I'm just 4 years away from it. I know, 2000, like, it's an uncomfy thing to be thinking about how old we are. All right, so that should be pipes. Yes, pipes. Steel beams. Okay, we gotta drop some steel beams in here. Let's see if that helps with the because my demand rate upstream is really stupid high right now because we're starving the line. And unlike my frozen fruit factory, this actually doesn't like to run in starvation mode. I know I'm sitting here and it's like I'm starting to get to the point where a lot of the stuff that I'm remembering from like the high school days of media, it's like, oh, that was almost longer ago for me now than like it starts getting weird when you hit that divide of like, oh yeah, no, that was 15 years ago, and it's like shit. All right, so that is all running. That's happy now. Let's go see if we're running clean on our downstream. If I can actually hit the stairs. Right, I know. I'm still like in 2024 brain. All right, so this is running. We're nice and happy here. We are nice and happy here. Okay, so supply chain is looking happy. Everything is running. Yeah, 2020 just was a complete mind fuck. What is this? Oh no. This is, oh, plastic and copper sheet? I should not be low on copper sheet, man. Yeah, let's go see what's going on with copper sheets. Because what is it? 2020 got super weird because, like, my brain got double fucked on it because I had so that was pandemic, but I was also still in my 610s era with SpaceX. So I like my time dilation got like super skewed because it was oh man, I went through like multiple podcasts. I got caught up on Critical Role finally. I went through the entirety of the Adventure Zone. I started Not Another D&D podcast. I like all the like Dungeons and Dragons podcasts I got caught up on. I spent the majority of that period also working on the Star Trackers, which was like in a dark booth for like 8 of the 10 hours that I was working. And so like everything is just this weird, awkward like blob for me until I finally went to Facebook. Oh man. All right, let's see. We are throwing our copper. I mean, fair. I mean, 2020 is also when I started getting super into baking. And it's where like my whole muffin fixation started. All right, so I got that. Oh, am I just not hooked up for that? Cop? Am I just a clown? I really need to label these inputs underneath. Hmm. I mean, oh man, banana bread though. See, I used to be stupid picky, and I've gotten better as I've gotten older. It was a lot of food exposure and getting over the neurospicy. But oh man, banana bread has been a treat to get into. All right, circuit boards. No, I need to make some muffins and bring them up next time. Because I learned how to do like Costco copycat muffins, and those are the dated reference. Those are the bee's knees. Especially now that Costco went from the jumbo muffins down to like the smaller muffins, and you're getting less per ounce. Because I do my big ones that I do are the blueberry and the chocolate chip because those are just always popular. And when I was working at the frozen fruit company, I could get frozen blueberries at cost, basically. But then there's the lemon poppy seed, which are always good too. Which those are lemon poppy seed. They're a little bit more of a trick, but they're good. So we're starving on. Yeah, no, they shrunk them. They went from the 6 big muffins down to like it's like 8 smaller muffins. It's a total scam. Like it's not a scam. I'm just salty about it because you know. But no, I have like a ridiculous amount of the jumbo muffin tins to be able to make just because they're fun. They're great. I like them. We need to do versatile frameworks. Just hit the search. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, I am so behind on getting all this stuff updated. I just expanded way too fast last run. Although I think we need to sloop this and sloop this now that I'm not... I need one more sloop for that. No, but muffins are fun. I kind of got into it because I started doing a lot of baking because I was working with a process engineer, and his thing was is he felt that he wished that he could give interviewees for process engineering all the ingredients plus the instructions for making a cake, and then judge them on their ability to follow the directions and have process control within what they were doing, which frankly is a beautiful idea. And I because if you're going to have someone design processes for you in a factory, then you need to be able to trust them. And part of that is, can you follow directions? Because one of the biggest things that switched up my baking game is I switched from doing just the like cup measurement to actually doing the weight based measurements for like flour and eggs and everything, and like next level baking with that. And so it gets to that point of, yeah, no, it just completely rewired my brain of like, oh yeah, no, like cooking is very subjective, but baking is just chemistry. Actually, that needs to go here to be centered. And this was heavy modular frames. I mean, it's always good to have be the taste tester. I don't know if I brought it up while we were hanging out, but my missus, she developed a sensitivity to caffeine where she'll like start having an anaphylactic reaction because it started with like coffee and then like we started seeing it in chocolate, which was just devastating for her. And it it's interesting because it means that like the muffins that like she used to really love the chocolate muffins, but now I'm doing more of the blueberry ones. And this is running circuit boards. Huh. Okay. Uh so no wonder that this is starved. This is computers. But yeah, no, so she doesn't get to taste test as much of the stuff as that I'm doing anymore. And it's also made me a little bit better about my sweets intake. I know the chocolate. It was yeah, no, it was not fun. So, the sweets we are doing is mostly vanilla based now, which I mean, I'm not opposed to. As long as it's not like just plain vanilla. You have to go for like the Madagascar bourbon vanilla or French vanilla. Modular engines. Perfect. Oh god, and what's this? This is the smart plating. That's right. Two Graveler. I still need to take the link that Khan sent me and build that into OBS as an overlay. Actually, that's just a URL. That should be quick and easy. Let me jump over to Discord and grab that. Because that's a new URL. Media source. Uh, there we go. Browser source, and let's grab that from Khan. Because Conrad is just a champion. There we go. Where am I going to put you? Oh, let's just keep you in the top there. There we go. Happy little guy hanging out now. Then I just need to get that set up for StreamerBot to unmute it when it says something shows up and when something escapes. Which while you're here, I absolutely love what you do with the entries for certain people. Like, to get to see that was super cool. I might have to steal that, because especially when the people like yourself or Hessian or whoever drops in. Alright, so we got that all laid out now. Okay, so we need to figure that guy out. Okay, so we are not feeding that to the circuit board line. Okay, yeah, because I'm running StreamerBot, and I just saw that, and I'm like, that's way too much fun. Oh yeah, that's steel plate running. What? Why you got steel plate going here, boy? Probably because I repurposed this after the fact and never fixed it. I'm having a lot of fun with StreamerBot. It's pretty intuitive for what it's worth. Okay, yeah, I can move that over and it won't hurt. Like, I'm still learning some of the ins and outs for it, but I mean, by and large, it's actually pretty easy to work with. There we go. And let's... Oh, that only needs to be a Mark 1, okay. Straight, and then I want to switch to Mark 1, perfect. Yeah, I need to hook Kylo up because I know he was talking about getting a different type of light setup going, and I can just take one of the sets I have and hook him up and let him try it. Because my flashbang isn't running on the smart plugs like a lot of people do. It's actually based on a little microcontroller connected to my Wi-Fi, and StreamerBot calls the web address that it's on, which is pretty slick. It's a nice little solution that allows me not to be locked into an application, which was kind of my requirement for it. And like the whole setup is like generally a bit cheaper too. Uh, just in the scope of I can get a better quality light for lower cost, and since I'm using a smart switch uh, over a microcontroller over a smart switch, I get a lot more configurability. So it's a nice little kind of like cheat code for it. Again, it means that you have to have a little bit more familiarity with the type of systems, but I mean, it's very doable. especially with like some of the AI tools that exist, it became stupid easy to manage. Oh man, I need to get up. Let's see. Where do I have some bandwidth in my factory here? Because I'm running on layer 3. I think layer 4 has some room, so I need to go up to layer 4. Yeah, layer 4 is going to be where that lives. Which I think we can manage right here by going as such. Perfect. I might have to do some rerouting later, but hey, that's a later problem. That's future Michael's problem. All right, and then the other one that I need to connect to is right there. So let's do our little double up buttercup again. Perfect. And there we go. Now I just need to go configure the smart splitter. And my lasagna gets ever more complicated. Overflow and any. Perfect. No, because what is it? If I wanted to get it, let me see if I can pull up the web address it's on right now. That's on my 10.145, I think, or is it? Yeah, 10.145. Yeah, no, because I can get, what is this? There's a whole bunch of defaults on it, and it's super nice. Where's a fun fade that I can do? Oh, we can just do that. Rainbow scanner, and then let's bring that brightness up. Oh, that's way too bright. That's over 100. Let's see. But yeah, no, it gets ridiculously bright and will completely mess up my background. Let's see. There's far too many settings for this. Uh, there we go. Yeah, no, it gets ridiculous how intense it can get, and if I take it way too high, let's see. Let's throw that to. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's throw that, and okay, we'll go ridiculous. Yeah, no, that's so this is why Hessian was telling me to rate limit it, which is what I was doing, but it's in software, but I totally need to limit it with a actual like use. Like honestly, I could get away with half as many lights as what I have. It's ridiculous, and the whole setup is like under $50, which is killer. Uh, There we go. But it's just nice because I got the little panel right in front of me that makes it super easy to see certain notifications. And since I can bring the levels down super low, it's super non-noticeable. All right, and we're running overflow the other way. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that should be unblocking the bottlenecks. Totally hate that it's. Can I run it slower? Oh, that's a Mark 2. Yeah, we can make that slower. We can run that on a Mark 1. Yeah, that's much better. And for the love of God, please tell me that it's consuming at a decent enough rate. 37.5 a minute. The one does 60, so we're still going to be a little overconsumed, but that's okay. All right, so that should unblock the lines that were starving, so we should have better production now. One last check, make sure everything's running. Yes, yes, yes. More than happy. You are not running. You're short on steel beams. Okay, let's go check my beam line. Uh, so steel beams, where am I making you? I totally forgot to label on the top end. So we're gonna be looking steel beams right here. Getting reworked into screws, which we are way over 12.5, 12.5, 12.5. So that puts us at, what is that, 25, 30 something. And then you are looking at, yes, 12.5, 12.5, 25, 37.5. So you are, for some reason, upset. Your balance is off. Hooray for load leveling. Let's fix that. Oh, we got a Skrelp in chat. Let's bring him down here. There we go. Should make him a bit bigger. There we go. Our happy little guy. Okay, so I got something going on downstream that's bottlenecking our screws. So I need to figure out what that is. Because frankly, this just shouldn't be a mess. But then my steel is... Okay, so we're still running a little slow here. We got our pipes coming out, no issue there. Coming out fine here. I've got plenty of... I've actually got the backlog. So we're looking good. We are definitely starved a bit here. And then we're making iron rod here. And then double pipe. So I think the biggest thing is because we're generating 75 per minute. And 75 per minute overall. And what's our consumption rate? We're looking at needing 90. Oh yeah, there's your problem. Because we got 90 there, and then we've got some more over across the way, I think. 90, 150. Oof. Yeah, no, we did not plan for that in our downstream manufacturing capabilities. So let's fix that. So, all right, let's do the fun that is some value stream mapping. Let's grab a pad of paper, which I should have right over here. And then we'll just pop open Excel. I've been doing it anyway. And then we'll just do a quick in feed. I know I have more than enough iron. Looks like we've got more than, yeah, we're fine on iron. So let's just go ahead and pop our Excel window. I'll just build a quick little value stream map, yeah? Jump on over. Can we get Excel visible? Okay, that one is working. Let's see. That Excel is... Oh, because that's connected to PowerPoint. That should fix it. There we go. Cool. All right, let's fix that. So you are... There we go. Make that window actually visible. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Let's grab my Excel. Just make that window a bit smaller so I can actually do something with it. There we go. Now we got my actual Excel book open. So let's do a quick value stream map here. Oh, I just made it very unhappy. Oh, well, that's sorting itself out. Oh, there we go. Now that I click away from it. All right. Let's spin up a quick VSM. Should be able to go a little bit further out. There we go. And we'll drag it down a little bit. All right, start flowcharting. We do not need a terminator. All right, so we are looking at VSM symbols. So what have we got over here? I've got 1, 2 foundries, 3, 4 foundries. 4 foundries producing a total of 600 steel ingots per minute. So let's go ahead. Steel ingot foundries. And then we'll get our little $150 a minute per foundry. Total 600. Perfect. So we got 600 running in a push format, being sent to a buffer, because we build buffers like crazy in this game. And we're actually running to 2 different buffers, which I think is kind of important to analyze. So let's drop on through. So yeah, I got my 2 different buffers, which means I have 2 different pull rates coming here. Frankly, I don't know why I did this. This is an inefficient solution. The real solution is right here. No, it's just about as good as this solution. This just will give me additional bandwidth. Yeah, and that's running a Mark IV. Perfect. Okay, so if I do this right, I can essentially unify these. So let's see if I can do this right. Control C, Control V. Overflow. There we go. let's bring this guy down just a wee bit more. Oh, we're at a partial. Okay. Let's fix that. Did it wrong. Oh, we'll call it good enough. Much better. All right, that should help fix that level loading issue. So this is effectively one buffer now, which is actually exactly what we want. In the scope of our value stream, that'll make things much easier to deal with. So we got a singular buffer. From that buffer, we are sending out to different locations. So let's map out where all these are going. I mean, these two are going straight up, probably to be immediately reprocessed. So let's go see what our breakdown is. I need to get a new staircase over here. The one part of the factory I never quite finished is getting the staircases put in. All right, so these are our two outfeeds. Oh, look at that, much happier now. Now, so our steel ingots are getting called for in demand at 150 per minute. And this is for steel beam. So let's go ahead and do steel fabricators, steel beam fabricator. And that's at 150 per minute. In 150 a minute steel ingot, out 37.5 steel beam. I think we got that in like an X2, X3, whatever. 1, 2. Well, that one goes somewhere different, so let's treat that one different. So I got 75 out. Oh, got a Larvesta there in chat. That's a good grab if you don't have one already. Let's go check the other thing quickly. right. Now, what are we looking at? So we got all of our boyos. So this is feeding 3 screws, which we can treat that as a single block operation. Screw fabricator. Now its requirement, its in is 37.5 steel beams. And its out is, oh my goodness, a ridiculous amount of screws. 52, so we're looking at 156 screws per minute. Or excuse me, no, 650 times 3, so we're looking at 1950? And we'll invert that later. So we're doing more push on this, because yay, push manufacturing. Oh, one moment. I'm gonna have to pause here. Splitty.
Well, that was nice.